It's not something new. We all know that they say, love is blind. And it can be true to a certain extent, but what love made blind for you to see when dating, marriage would open your eyes. Dating is a stage before marriage. To be safe, here are 7 behaviors you should never tolerate from a person you are dating. Number 1. Physical abuse. Physical abuse is top on the list on the behavior you should never tolerate from a person that you are dating. There is no excuse whatsoever that gives anybody the right to lay their hands on you. I oftentimes hear when the abuser says the victim was the one that pushes them to the wall, which made them beat them. That's not an excuse. There are just so many ways you can deal with a person, so why must you settle for physical abuse? Many people today have lost their lives in relationship or marriage because of physical abuse, when the person you are already dating that is not yet legal is already treating you like this, and you let them because you claim you love. Beloved, you don't know what would happen next. It's better a broken relationship than a broken marriage. If you really love them and they love you, help them get help. But if it's not working, then I think you should take work from that relationship. These days, both a lady and a man can be the abusers, so let's be careful. It's so sad that it is not just the men that physically abuse their spouse, but also ladies. Physical abuse is a no-no behavior in someone you are dating, and you should never tolerate it. Number 2. Emotional abuse. People don't realize this on time until it has eaten deep into their mind before they begin to realize that it is emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is as severe as physical abuse, and it is even more dangerous because it pushes you to a point where you no longer believe in yourself, see yourself as no good, then second guess yourself, feel useless, until it pushes you to the final stage of depression and eventually suicide. Yeah, it can get really bad. I'm not saying this to scare you, but the truth needs to be said. Emotional abuse comes under the disguise of a calm voice. They slowly and softly tell you things that you believe, that you are no good, and they are doing you a favor by staying with you. And so you cling to them. They insult, belittle you, and you get to the point that you completely lose your self-esteem. Every individual needs a level of self-esteem to make them keep pushing, needs to feel good about themselves, wants their partner to believe in them and make them a better person rather than destroy the little pride they have in themselves. Trust me, you don't want this. Never tolerate it from someone you are dating. Correct it now, and if they are unwilling to change, beloved, walk away. You are amazing just the way you are, and someone who sees that will come. Number 3. A controlling partner. We all know men are mostly the ones you find needing to be controlling because of their nature to feel they are the ones in charge. But these days, women are not left out. A controlling partner wants to control everything about you, where you go, the way you dress, the people you meet, and the type of career that you should be doing because they believe that that's what's best for you. They gradually begin to separate you from your friends and isolate you so they have the opportunity of changing you to their vision without anybody pointing it out to you that what they are doing is wrong and can be harmful. The truth is, at first, you would see this as love, but later on, you would realize that you have completely forgotten about who you are, and they don't want to give you the space to even be who you want to be, and trust me, that is not good. God created us independently and with a unique purpose for us to fulfill, and when you are not doing that in every way that God has made you to be, you get frustrated, trying to live someone else's definition of your purpose. The moment you start observing that the person you are dating is making you be like this, then it's a red flag and you should never tolerate it. Number 4. A cheating partner. Cheating is not just a breach of trust, but a sign of disrespect. I might agree when they say, it's the devils that made you do it. If it happened once, but if it keeps happening over and over again, then it's a behavior that you have to watch out for and decide if you can tolerate it or not. Beloved, You shouldn't tolerate this from a person you are still dating when you have not yet committed to being together for life. Cheating? It's a sign that he or she does not respect you enough. Because if they do, they would never do anything that they know is not right because of the love and respect they have for you. Trust is also the basis upon which a successful marriage is built. If you can't trust them to remain faithful to you when you are both dating, then how sure are you that they would be faithful in marriage? Also, a cheating partner can bring different diseases to you. Remember, your health is important. Never tolerate cheating from someone you are dating. Number 5. A partner who makes you compromise your values. Our values and beliefs are what makes us who we are, the kind of things we do, and what we don't do. There is nothing as bad as losing yourself to someone, but it's even worse when that person leads you to a path that is not good. As believers, we know that sex before marriage is a no-no, because our body is the temple of God and meant to be kept only for the sanctuary of marriage. So, a partner that would want to make you compromise your faith by doing that is not someone who respects your values. Apart from fornication, how about making you do drugs and so many other things that we know are harmful to our physical and spiritual being? A partner who loves you would respect your values and decision and not force you to compromise or change because they know that that's what makes. Never tolerate this behavior in a person that you are young. Remember, when you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Number 6. A partner who does not like communication. Communication goes both ways, listening and speaking. Without communication in any kind of relationship, that relationship is bound to fail. A good partner is someone willing to listen to what you have to say. When you don't feel things are going right, you should have the right to air your view and then listen to make the necessary adjustments. Having a partner who is not ready to listen or always shuts you up when you are trying to say something is not good. Also, communication must be that partners are willing to say it out when one partner is doing something that is not right, rather than bottling up everything inside, which is also not good. You should never tolerate the behavior of having your partner shut you up when you try to speak. Also, don't tolerate a partner who doesn't like speaking up when you offend them. Communication is key for a successful relationship. Number 7. Obsessive jealousy. A little amount of jealousy is okay in a relationship because they show you that they love you and is unwilling to share you with any other person in the context of a relationship. But when it gets so bad and obsessive, when they don't want to see any person of the opposite gender close to you, then you need to watch out. Jealousy can get so deep when it is not cut off from the initial stage. It can make people murder because they felt jealous. It makes them see anybody that comes close to you as a threat and think of possible ways to eliminate them. You have colleagues, friends, and other people that you would have to meet in life in pursuit of your goal. So your partner should be able to trust you and know that you have nothing to do with them. A partner who does not understand this would be possessive and take you to be his or her property, and that, my dear, is not good. Don't ever tolerate obsessive jealousy from someone you are dating. It can get worse and you would regret it. We all need a level of space to mingle with other people, and in your journey of life, you must meet people. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You deserve every bit of your partner's respect, and you have value. Don't settle for anything that makes you feel less of who God has made you to be. Remember, what you don't treat now and settle for in the dating stage would only get worse. Think of all these behaviors of your partner and make the right decision. If you can fix it, then do. If not, take a walk. You deserve the best. No one should tell you differently.